Hello friends, and welcome to the Hanged Man in the Moon. Honestly, I was not going to do another walkthrough video until after I had come back from my long extended vacation, but something came in the mail. This came in the mail. This is a deck that had been in the back of my mind. It had been itching me for several years, a couple of years, since I first saw it. And frankly, when I first saw it, I wanted it. And I couldn't figure out how to get it or where to get it. And then somehow I had seen another deck and I'd gotten the names confused. And I ordered that other deck and I was surprised at what I got when it came to me. But then, recently, a Kickstarter was announced. And this deck, the Lifeline Tarot deck, had a colorized version, a version with color added to it. So I decided to back the Kickstarter and I got this deck and I got these two decks with them, with it. This is the Lifeline Tarot colorized version. It's got color added. This is the new Lifeline Lenoracle. It's a Lenormand. And I wanted to get both of these together because while I don't need a lot of Lenormand decks, I do like to have a few decks where a Tarot and a Lenormand deck match together, I've got a couple of decks a couple of pairings like that, and I wanted to have this one as well. A very streamlined, lifelined version of a Tarot and a Lenormand. But I also ordered this one along with it, and I've forgotten what it is. I think this might be the original version of the Lifeline Tarot without any color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera down, as you probably already expected, and I'm going to do a walkthrough of this with, I think, this. And then I will do a walkthrough separately of this in the same video. And then what I'm going to try to do is do a small spread of Tarot and Lenormand, which is a spread that I like to do sometimes. What I'll do is a 3-card with a 3-card Lenormand, 4-card Tarot. So, if you want to see this whole thing, stay tuned. I'm going to flip the camera down right now and let's take a look at these decks. Friends, we are back, and here we go into the Lifeline Tarot. Color outside the lines version with, I think this is the original black and white version. And I'm going to set the Lenoracle aside so that we can focus on these two right now. These are a really interesting set of decks. Now, it's called the Lifeline Tarot, and you can see from the cover of the box that it's a very interesting, very different kind of artwork. This Lifeline is a continuous line drawing of tarot cards based on Pamela Colman Smith's art. So what happens is the artist looked at Pamela Colman Smith's art, drew out the essentials from that art, and used a continuous line to draw the figure as much as is possible necessary according to the artist to depict that card. So what you see in this artwork is one continuous line without having lifted the pen. And that makes this artwork very special, very unique. Now, the color was added separately. So the color is not a continuous line, but the black line is a continuous line. So let's look at the box of the newer version of the color outside the lines. You can see it came in a clamshell box, which I love. The Fool card is on the front, the side, very nicely done. This box is beautifully designed. We have good text on the back, Lifeline Tarot, color outside the lines, nurtures your inner child and revitalizes your intuition through its powerful and playful reimagining of the beloved Rider-Smith-Waite Tarot. Good word order, name order. It's familiar but fresh, and it's infused with the subtle nuances to activate esoteric knowledge. With 80 cards, so there are extra cards here, and a thick guidebook offering techniques for reading the cards from an experienced reader. Oops. This deck is designed for tarot readings that work, whatever your style. New specialty tarot exercises feature ways to connect with your inner child to help you heal the wounded child and champion the magical child within. I'm all for that. But it breaks out of the tarot mold with oracle guidance and affirmations for each of the major arcana to help make the most of daily one-card readings. So this is going to be interesting. We'll have to take a look at the guidebook. The side, beautifully done, really a beautifully done box. Here are the ends of it, very nicely done. You can see it's created in Phoenix, Arizona in 2022, the year of this video recording. The name of the deck, let's see. Let's see if I can, okay. So, Lifeline Tarot. That's what that says. Color outside the lines. I love this labyrinth image here in the center, or at the top. And I think I'm going to have to close the door. They're being very noisy outside. But let's try, oh, look at this. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's skip the noise. Focus on the box. Isn't this a beautiful box? We've got the sun card here. We do have a naked baby on a horse, but perhaps because it is a less distinct image, perhaps people will be a little less disturbed by it. I think this is a beautiful card. Yeah, I seek joy and inspire wonder. Look at the detail on this box. We've got a ribbon, sure, but the inside of this box is so beautifully designed. We got the 4 aces here. Oh, okay. So enough about the box. The box is gorgeous. We all get, oh, look at the inside. We got the High Priestess on the inside. I see what is hidden and keep my own counsel. This is a gorgeous box. Okay, so set the box aside, Derek. Yes, I will. And here is the little white book, and we see that we have the star on the front. And let's take a look at this book right now. Color outside the lines. What do we have here? We have an introduction. We have tarot readings, working with your inner child, finding meaning in the cards, the major arcana, the minor arcana, and let's see, using number and sequence, interpreting the court cards. Oh, that's good. So this deck will be this book will probably be helpful for newer readers. Even though it's small, it's got a good breadth of information. Lifeline work, esoteric and intuitive, weaving lines together. So this version of the deck exists thanks to this. The reason why I wanted to do this video quickly is because I have a feeling this deck might be limited. There are copies available on the site, but I wanted to get this up so that all of my people, the people who watch me, have a heads up so they can go get this deck if they're interested in it. So you can go get this deck if you're interested in it. Tarot readings, narrative 3-card spread, of course, reflective 3-card spread, Lifeline Tarot spread. So we got some spreads described, although we don't have pictures of them. Working with your inner child, tarot exercises. This is great. Short, sweet, but diverse information. Healing the wounded child spread. Oh, here we got a picture of 6 cards. That's good. Here we have a 7-card spread. So we do have some pictured spreads here, which is nice. Oh, here's another spread. So wonderful. Finding meaning of the cards. Using the card entries. So let's see what that means. The major arcana. What do we have for our major arcana? Here's our Fool, right? We have keywords. We have a description of the Fool. The Fool stands at the edge of a precipice, staring into the open sky without a care in the world. All is open and possible for the fool who might choose to jump into the unknown or turn back to safety. Or the fool might simply stumble over the edge, too distracted by the beauty of the world and too silly to think of either danger or potential. The fool is lightly colored and mostly blank, like elemental air. The fool is at the beginning of things, and their satchel is ready to hold the wisdom of all that comes after. Wonderful description. With some mention to the symbols in the card, right? And we also have oracle guidance. Embrace the discomfort of starting over and open up wondrous possibility. Before the first line is drawn, any path is possible. Suspend your disbelief and allow your imagination to run wild. What crazy or foolish ideas return time and time again? What leap of faith needs grounding before you surrender to free fall? What journey awaits for you to be its hero? An affirmation: I'm open to adventure and I trust in the journey. That's wonderful. So we've got a tarot general description, and we've also got some ideas of how to use it as a separate oracle. Oh, that's wonderful, wonderful. So I guess using this as a majors only deck would be very possible. So we've got good information for all of the major arcana. Let's take a quick look at the minor arcana. Let's see, the minor arcana. Suit of Wands. Okay, so the minor arcana has very limited information. We've just got the name of the card and some keywords for each. So helpful, but probably a brand new reader of tarot would want more information than this. So just to let you know, using number and sequence, this is wonderful. You know, numbers: 1, beginnings, potential, purity; 2, balance of opposition, union. Wonderful information in this very small but very well thought out white book. I like this book. Good book. Oh, something I did not share with you is this Kickstarter also came with a sticker, the sun sticker, and a beautiful little note thanking supporters for having backed the Kickstarter. Yeah, okay. So this is the back of the Lifeline Tarot Color Outside the Lines edition. So you see we've got a reversible card here with a rainbow of color. I love the rainbow of color following the black lines. Now the backs are clearly not a single line drawing, right? Unless it's cut out of it could be cut out from a single line drawing. Yeah, it could be the center part of it, but it's not indicated here. So this again is the back of the deck. The sides are not edged, which is fine. The cardstock feels weighty. It's flexible. It's very, very flexible. It's smooth. It's like a semi-gloss, I believe. As far as size goes, it feels like it's very standard. Here's a Make Playing Cards standard tarot size, the same size as a US Games tarot deck. And comparing sizes, we have exactly the same. So this edition is standard tarot size, and the thickness is pretty standard tarot thickness, and it's going to shuffle beautifully. So that's what the backs of this deck look like. Now this is, I think, the original. Let me get into this package and show you what is here. Now, the little white book for this deck is very, very little. Yeah, it's a fold out, nice, helpful, but not something you would use to learn tarot for the first time, I believe. Okay, I like this black tissue paper, and we get into, oh, look at this. Okay, so we've got a little tuck box here, and let me open the plastic on the tuck box very quickly. I can do this. I'm a skilled hand at opening plastic now after years of doing so in a rapid fashion. So we've got a very nice tuck box. You know, I'm not a fan of tuck boxes, but this is of tuck boxes, one of the good ones. I'll show you why in just a second. But here we have the labyrinth from the back. I believe this is what the back of the cards is going to look like. We have the pentacle, we have the cup, we have the sword, we have wands, and it looks like it's a reversible. Nah, it's not exactly reversible. You can tell the difference between top and bottom, but that's okay for me. For me, this is reversible enough. And sides, we've got a beautiful description on the back. I won't read this for you. If you want, you can pause and read it yourself. It does mention that it's drawn from Pamela Coleman Smith's 1909 illustrations. So the very first publication of the art by Pamela Coleman Smith. The name, Lifeline Tarot, here at the edge, we've got a publication date of 2021. Hermit's Mirror, San Antonio. So this is from San Antonio, and the newer edition is from Phoenix, Arizona, but it is made in China. Okay, so why is this cool? Look at this. Okay, so this opens up fairly easily. But notice this. Notice the lid of this tuck box. It folds back, right? So to get the cards out of the box, it's very, very, well, watch them make a liar out of me. Okay, so they are very slick, but still, it's fairly easy to pull the cards out of this kind of a tuck box. Okay, I'm surprised. This deck, the backs are different from what I expected, but they're beautiful. I love them. And these backs are, I believe, reversible. Okay. Look at that. These backs are, oh, they're not reversible. Okay. Why are they not reversible? Here is a sword, here is a wand, a cup, and a pentacle. So if you know that for example, the wands are on top, yes, the wands are on top, you could tell that this is upright, right? But again, for me, for my purposes, this is plenty reversible because I'm not looking that carefully at the backs of my cards. I'm more interested in the fronts. So the backs, now showing you, again, this is standard tarot size. This is bridge size. So you can see that this deck is shorter and more narrow. But the thickness is just about the same. Actually, if you press down on them, they're exactly the same. So the cardstock is the same. But I think, yes, they're going to be wonderful to shuffle. Both decks are going to be wonderful to shuffle. Okay, so let me turn them over so we can start with the Fool. This is the original image, and this is the colored image. And again, remember, we have one extra card here, which is saying, stay up to date with deck. This is number 180 of 444. So again, I think this, at least signed copies, there are only 444 of the color version, just so you know. And I'll put a link below to the site so you can get these cards if you're interested. But you can see Fool, right? We don't have the vowels, but the name is drawn in one line, F-L. I can see Fool there. I can see Fool there. So we do have enough information, I believe, for a moderately experienced tarot reader. Let me see if I can get these a little bit more squared off for you. Check the camera. Do you want these closer? Do you want it closer? Let me bring these in closer for you. Okay, so that you can see these in more detail. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but let's go through these card by card. Okay, so we have the Fool. Beautiful cards, right? We got the bag. Magician, look at that. Okay, I love both versions, but we have everything we need, right? We've got the plants up above, we've got the wand, so as above, so below. We've got the lemniscate above the head. We've got the tools on the table, and this is all, believe it or not, one line. Now, the name, those are separate, but the image, the central image is all one. And I love this extra bit of color, the energy running from the top to the bottom in the yellow. Yeah, the purple robes, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm glad I got both. I like the simplicity of the black and white. Don't get me wrong, I like that. I wanted this deck. And this deck is going to be wonderful working with the Oracle, I believe. But I also love this color version. Okay, so the High Priestess. Here we have the High Priestess with no vowels in either card deck. Love the purple. Yeah, we've got the pillars. We can't really distinguish between a light and a dark pillar, but that's okay. Yeah, we've got what looks like it could be some kind of obstruction between the priestess and what is behind her, though we don't see a background. Now we got the scroll here on the priestess's lap. We got the cross, we got a moon. It's all there. We got the moon with the hat. It's all there. All the really necessary symbols are there in one line. Remember, this is all one line. Here we have the Empress. Look at that. Love the color choice on this card. Love the black and white as well. Love the greens and the reds. Ah, it's gorgeous. And the pillow in both cards. And we see the line of the face, right? Oh, this artwork is just amazing. And look, we got an almost complete face for the Emperor, right? Love the red in this colored version. Oh, look at that. And what looks like, I mean, we could imagine that these are the rams. Oh, we've got a ram's head right here on the shoulder. Right here on the shoulder, we've got that ram's head. We got it. It's all there. And we have indications of ram's heads here at the corners. Ah, the Hierophant. We have the two acolytes. Yeah, we have the two pillars. We've got the cross. We got the three-tiered papal crown. It's all there. The keys. It's all there. We've got a gesture of blessing. It's all there. Lovers, look at that. We have the angel looking down at them, right? We have the two different shaped trees, one of fire, one of apple. We've got this, do you see the snake? We've got the snake crawling up. Oh, isn't that fabulous? I can't imagine what it's like to be able to do this kind of art with just one continuous line. The chariot. We have two different colored beasts here. What do we call them? They are head of a human, body of a lion. It's called a sphinx. Yes, we have the two different colored sphinxes here, which we don't get in the black and white, but oh, we do. Look what we do get here in both cards. Yeah, we have that symbol, that emblem on the front of the chariot as well. Oh, look at that. We've got the star and the crown. Now, frankly, it is easier to see the image in the larger version. Because of the color, we see what the star is, we see what the canopy is. It's much easier to see. It's a little bit more difficult to see, but if you breathe and look into the card, even in the black and white, it's all there for us to appreciate. And here we have the strength card. Look at that. Love both of them. We have the lion's mouth open. We've got the lemniscate above her head. We've got the wreath on their head. Oh, look at that. Okay. So, look at the hermit. Looky. A little bit going over the top. I'm sorry, but this is so wonderful. Yeah, we got the staff. We got the lamp with the light shining. Seeing them side by side, I do prefer the colored version, but if I didn't have this card is fabulous. The black and white card is fabulous. Don't get fooled just because we see color on one side that the color is better. Yeah, they're both beautiful and perfect in their own ways. Look at that. Look at how detailed the Wheel of Fortune is. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel Fortune. We don't really have an of, I believe. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. To me, this F is for the fortune, not for the of. But we still get the idea, right? I mean, clearly it's a wheel of fortune. The Sphinx on top, we got the 4 creatures around, we have the bull, we have the lion. The lion's a little difficult to see. We have the eagle, and we have the angel. Oh, and we have the 3 figures, around. And we also have T-A-R-O. We've got it all here. It's all there. And the Justice. Oh, look at the Justice card. This is fabulous. I like the squiggle at the bottom. I like it. I'm not sure why I like it, but I like the squiggle at the bottom. But we got the scales, we got the sword. We got the curtain behind her. My favorite card in the deck, and I love it. I love the Hanged Man. I love the Hanged Man in both versions. Now, we got this energy around the head. I love that. We got the 4, the shape of the legs in a 4. I love that. It's a T-bar here, which I like. It reminds me a little bit of the Tau from the Franciscan order. I studied at a Franciscan school, so that is meaningful for me. Lovely, lovely. Okay, the death card. And we have the figures on the ground as well. We've got the figure here riding the horse. We don't have anything in the flag, but we have the figure, the knighted figure riding the horse of death, and we have a bishop kind of figure and another figure here. I mean, it's all there. All that we really need is in this card and this card. Oh, Temperance. Oh, look at that. We've got the sun coming up. We've got perhaps a tree or maybe a bird. I don't know. Something here. But we have the 2 cups with the fluid flowing between. We've got the circle, the orb at the forehead. We've got a halo-like figure or image around the head. We've got the wings. It's all there. We've also got the water flowing. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out. It's all there. The devil. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Even the torch pointing down, the 2 figures chained to the figure above. We got the horns, we got the upside down pentagram. Oh, it's all there. Lovely, lovely, lovely cards. Tower. Oh, look at that. I wouldn't have expected this. We have the 2 figures falling out of the tower. We've got the crown being blasted off by the bolt of lightning. And I suppose the line starts up here and then works its way down and around and back up to here. The tower. Oh, and the red, the choice of red and the yellow for the lightning. Perfect color choices. The star, the purples and blues. The steel gray, perhaps. Oh, lovely. We have the bird in the tree. We have the ibis. Do you see it? Right there. We got the bird in the tree. We got the stars all in the right positions. We got the foot on water, foot on land. We got the 2 jugs flowing water down. It's all there in one line. Remember, these are all in one line. Oh, look at this moon card. We've got the creature coming up. We got the 2 beasts with different expressions on their faces. The 2 towers, the moon looking down. Phenomenal. Phenomenal work, phenomenal imagination to be able to plan this all out. It's just amazing to me. The sun card. Baby on a horse. Yes, we got the banner. We got the sun in the morning and the moon at night. But we got the sun. We got the sunflowers in the background. Isn't this just amazing art? Truly amazing art. I highly recommend this deck. And look at how detailed the judgment card is. We got the figure 3. We have more than 3 figures rising up. We have the three main, but we've got three figures in the background as well, rising up from their graves, we imagine. We've got the trumpet with the banner, with the cross. We got the angel with the wings. It's all there. Oh, look at that. And the world, we've got it all. We have it all here too. Yeah? The lion head is a little bit difficult to see, but it's there. I can see it here. The lion head is there, the bull head is there, the angel is there, and the bird. The bird in this one is a little bit more difficult to see than it was in the Wheel of Fortune card. The eagle, sorry. On the other hand, the lion face is a little easier to see in this one. But we've got the figure in the center with the two wands and the draped cloth around them. Oh, yay. The ace. Now, okay, so here we go into the small cards, right? Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Hand holding the ace. Holding the one wand with the branches coming off of it. Love the color choices here. The two. Oh, look at that. Two wands. We've got the globe. We've got the figure. It's, again, oh, look at that. I didn't notice that. In this deck, yeah, we have the two and the wand. It wasn't in the ace, but I think beginning with the twos, we get the element image here, just in case it's a little difficult to see in the image on the card, I suppose. Here we have the threes. Oh, look at that. We have no figure here. We just got the arm and the three poles and the wall. Now this is where the figure would be, but we've only got a hand here sticking out, which is an interesting choice. But leaving space, I suppose, for us to look into. The four. Okay, no figures here, but we've got the four poles, we got the wreaths, we got the fruit hanging and flowers hanging from the wreaths, all there. Five. Okay, so what do we have? Can you see the figures holding the wands in both of these cards? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 wands. They've got some growth on them. 1 head, 2 head, 3 heads, 4 heads. I only see 4 heads, but I'm probably missing the 5th. It's probably there. But we got the heads and the arms holding the batons that they're using either to play or to fight with. 6 of wands. We've got the triumphal march, right? We've got the figure on the horse. We've got the wreath on the wand. We got the other wands being raised in salute. Fabulous. The 7, look at that. We have the figure for the 7 of wands. This is great. Yeah, we have the 6 coming up from below. We got the 7th figure up above, holding their wand, holding their ground. Fabulous. I love the color choices in this one. The 8. Okay, so we've got 8 wands shooting clearly down in this one. At least to me, it's clearly down because this is where the wand seems to be starting and going in this direction. But in both cards, we've got the 8 wands. They're all there. And the 9 of wands, we've got the figure holding their 1 wand. Part of their body's a little bit disappeared, but that's because it's that kind of art, right? There's a necessary incompleteness to the images, and that incompleteness is part of the choice, I believe. What do we keep in? What do we allow to be left out? That's an important thing, a consideration for this kind of artwork, which I love. I absolutely love. And we still have plenty of detail. The 10 of wands, we got the figure in the posture of Pamela Coleman Smith's art, right? That's the posture of the figure holding the 10 wands. It's there. It is there. And the perfect page. Look at this page. Oh, I love this page. In both editions. We do continue to have that single wand here by the P for the page. We got the mountain. We got the page in all of their well-dressed finery. It's all there. The feather in the hat, it's all there. I can see the expression on their face looking at their wand just from what's left in this line drawing. The knight, oh, look at that. So much energy in this knight. With the red color and without, both of them, there's a lot of energy. There's a lot of movement in both of these knights. Beautiful. And we don't see the entire horse, but we don't need to, right? We get what is necessary. The queen, oh, look at that. In both, she's got her, they've got their sunflower. The cat is here. The cat is here at the bottom. The wand, the throne. It's all there. It's all there. We've got the lions on the throne. And the king we've got the salamander. The salamander is here at the bottom. See it? Right there. Oh, what do you think? What do you think of this artwork? I think it's amazing. Here we have the pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, hand holding the pentacle out from the clouds. Love the color choice on the colored version. The 2, we've got the figure, just visible, holding the lemniscate with the 2 pentacles in their hands. Ah, so cool. The 3. So we don't get the figures in the 3, but we do get the idea of these 3 in a structure, right? The 3 pentacles are in Pamela Coleman-Smith's art, the 3 pentacles would have been here, and this is the wall. We don't get the 3 figures planning it, but we get the idea. And here with the 3 pentacles colored differently, I think that helps. Giving us the 3 different colors combining, working together. The 4. Look, we've got the figure holding the coin. Yeah, 1 in the head, 2 below the feet, 1 grasped at the chest. The 5. Okay, so we get the pentacles in the church window, and we get the one of the 2 figures here, outside. This, I think, is the figure with the crutch, right? So you kind of have to know Pamela Coleman-Smith's art to really see this clearly. But if you do, it's there. It's right there. Here we have the 6. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we don't have, oh, we do have. Okay, so we got the 6 coins, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got the scales. We got 1 figure here with a hand, and we have another set of hands here. And we have the figure doling out alms. We get this line going from this hand to this hand, like the alms are moving from here to here, right? You can see so much in such minimal expression. It's amazing. It's wonderful. We got the 7 pentacles on the tree. We don't have the figure contemplating them, but we have the 7 pentacles growing there, getting ready to be harvested. The 8, we have the craftsperson here, right there. How many pentacles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have the arm holding the tool. We have another arm holding the work in progress on the bench. It's there. It's there. Ah, love this 9. Look at her in all of her glory. It's wonderful. We got the different pentacles. We've got, let's see. So we got the grape leaves. Do we see a bird? This might be the hat of the bird here. This is probably the hand, and the bird is probably here. A little bit difficult to see. But if we know what the image originally is, we see enough, I believe, in this card. The 10. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we've got the tree of life. Yeah, we've got the pentacles in this tree of life. We've got the older figure here seated. We've got the archway. We've got the building in the distance. We've got perhaps the dog is even here. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, wonderful. Page, look at that page. Oh, Ah! Look at this. This page is wonderful. Love the hat. Love the way that the scarf, you might call it a scarf, is coming down off the hat over the shoulder. The pentacle is clearly being held up in perhaps honor, in respect, in fascination, perhaps. We got the boots down here where boots should be, right? We got the mountain here in the distance. We got trees. Ah, the Knight of Pentacles, our slow-moving knight. Yes, this horse is not moving very quickly. Very clearly, not moving very quickly. The knight has their pentacle in their hand. The saddle. I'm so glad I got this deck. I highly recommend it. This queen. We got the rabbit here down at her feet. We got the crown. We got all of the plant, the growing, the growth, the abundance. We got the abundance here in the background as well. Look at it. This queen is just lush. Absolutely lush. And the king. Okay, so we've got the grapes here at the bottom. We've got the animal head here. We got the pentacle. Yeah, we got the two animal heads at the top of the throne. Beautiful, beautiful king. Colors: purple, green, orangish, brownish. Oh, the castle in the background. So much is there in just one line. Okay, cups. Let's see where this goes. Ace of Cups. We got the perhaps Eucharist or the host, yeah, the circle of the bread of life being held by the hand in the cloud. The Two of Cups. We have the two cups being held by two people, which is enough. That's enough for us to see. Clearly very different people, right? We can assign gender as we please, but clearly different people. Or not assign gender as we please. The Three. We've got the three figures, and each figure is slightly different, right? Even in the black and white, each figure is different, holding up their cups. And I'm glad that the artist put different colors in each figure, the yellow figure, the green figure, and perhaps the reddish figure. I like these figures to have their own unique appearance, that they're bringing their own color to the mix. The Four of Cups. This is fabulous. We don't get a head here, but we get the figure, we get the posture, the crossed hands, the crossed legs, the cup being offered from above, the three in front. The tree is not there, but enough is there. The Five of Cups. Two upright, two spilled. We don't get the figure, but we do get the castle in the background. We get a foot. There is a foot here. We can imagine the figure standing here, appraising the situation with their dark cloak in the dark sky. The Six of Cups. Okay, so we have the young person receiving. We have a slightly larger person giving. We have the arm here. You see the arm? We have stars in the cups and plants in the cups as well. And the Seven of Cups. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. In each one of the cups, we have each one of the items, right? We have the ghostish figure. We have the angel head. We've got the snake. We've got the dragon. We've got the castle. I've forgotten what these two are. But we have different things in each one of the cups. We don't have the figures here looking at them startled, but we have the cups there in the clouds. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, now, do you see this? 8 cups stacked as they normally would be. We've got the leg of the human. We've got the staff of the human with their hand walking off with the moon in the sky. The Nine of Cups. We've got Now, some people don't really like this portly figure sitting in front of the upraised table or wall with the cups above, but we can see it all here. It is all here. With color and without, we see the goblet, we see the figure with their arms crossed in front, we see the curtain hanging down. It's all there. The 10 of Cups. Now, what? Okay, I just saw it. So the cups are the rainbow, right? One figure here, one figure here, arms raised in a circle of love or an embrace of emotion. Lovely. We don't see the children, but we can imagine them being down there as well if you want. We can see the house in the distance if we want. Ah, an embrace of emotion, an embrace of love and joy. The Page of Cups. Look at the clothes on this page. And the fish we got the fish sticking their head out. Love that. The water in the background. Love the color on this page here. Fabulous. The Knight of Cups, all romantically moving out to look for love. Beautiful cards, right? Beautiful. You got the horse in motion, not as quick as the Knight of Wands, but quicker than the Knight of Pentacles. Ah. And the Queen of Cups. And look, we've got the two figures on the chalice even. Now we've got the seashell above. We've got the water flowing down below at the feet. We've got the Queen looking at the cup with, again, these two angel, demon figures on the side. Ah. The King of Cups. Yeah, we get the idea of the throne being seated, and we get the idea of the water and the fish jumping out of the water being turbulent around the king. Two cups in the hand. Ah, great. Now, the Suit of Swords. The Suit of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Swords, as expected. We got the cloud, the hand, the sword, and the two plants hanging off of the crown. It's all there in one line. Remember, one line. We got the two swords being held in the Two of Swords. We got the blindfold on the figure. The Three of Swords. And I'm glad it's not a heart. Yeah, we got three swords going through what looks like it might be a globe. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I like this choice. I like this choice a lot. The Four of Swords. Okay, so we've got the three above, one below. We can imagine the beer between these two groupings of swords, the three above and the four below. And we can even imagine that this might be the top of the beer, the knight lying on the beer. And of course, when I mean beer, when I say beer, I'm not saying B-E-E-R, but not the thing you drink, but the thing that's a tomb, right? 5. Look at that. We got the figure with the hair blowing in the wind, the three swords being held, the two on the ground. We can imagine the two figures walking off in desolation behind them, but we've got the figure. We've even got a little bit of that attitude on their face. The Six of Swords. We've got the figures in the boat and the water. It's all there. We don't get the ferry person, the person moving the boat, but we don't need it. We've got the swords, we got the figure, we got the boat, we got the water and the turbulence on one side, and we can imagine the calm on the other. The Seven of Swords. So do you see the tent? We've got just a hint of the tent here. And we got the two being left behind and the 5 being carried by the figure. We got that gesture with the leg being sneaking away, looking back. Isn't this brilliant? It's just brilliant. Oh, look at the 8. The 8, we have the figure with the blindfold and the 8 swords around them. We don't get them we don't see them bound so much, but the blindfold is enough, right? They can't see their way out, but there is a way out. The Nine of Swords. Love the choice of red up here. But we get the figure rising up from their bed, their hands covering their face, rising up from a nightmare or not being able to sleep because of anxiety. Okay, what is the 10 going to be like? Let's look. Okay, so we don't exactly get a clear image of a figure in the ground, which is fine. We do get an indication of bloody cloak because of the red here. But without the red, we just get the 10 swords stuck in what could be the ground, if that's what you want to see here. But we can still remember the idea of completion. This is the end of the road. Well, it's not the end of the road. It's the end of this road. There's another road that will be beginning after this one. Page. I love the pages in this deck. We get that body line, right? The leg, the weight being on this leg pointing out, looking like it could be a part of a dance, or it could be part of a gesture of preparing to swing the sword. We get the clouds, we got the feeling of wind blowing. Look, the hair being blown in the wind. It's all there. The Knight of Swords, very, very active, right? Very, very active. Love the choice of the orangish, brownish color in the tree here. We got the clouds here. We got the horse moving with great speed. The sword being held up. Beautiful. The Queen of Swords. Look at this regal personage. Look at this. We got the angel here on the throne. Now, that had the hand up in that gesture from Pamela Coleman Smith's art. We got the sword raised. It's all here. We got the butterfly is there. Lovely. Look at the king. Very, very, very regal king. The sword held up in the expected fashion. We got the trees and the clouds above. We don't get the birds in these, right? The birds flying in the sky. But for this kind of a minimalist deck, we have plenty. There's plenty of detail here. Beautiful. Now, what are the extra cards? Okay, so they're different. Here we have a card, MS. Oh, so there is a labyrinth card in both decks. A labyrinth card. Oh, they both have an MS. Okay. I'm curious what that MS is. Let me look at the white book here, which is, where did I put the white book? Okay. Let's see what it says about that MS card, if it says anything. Interpreting cards. Let's see. Oh yes, MS. There's creative genius within you. Muse. I gotcha. This is a muse card. Affirmation. I am my own greatest inspiration. And as I mentioned, the labyrinth. Let's see. Let me bring that labyrinth back in. Now, the labyrinth card. The labyrinth card. Labyrinth card. Look at the big picture. Take the bird's eye view to find your way out of the labyrinth. And there's more here. At the bottom, the affirmation, I see the big picture and find a way around obstacles. These extra cards are fabulous. I'm going to keep them in. I'm going to keep them in these decks. And then there were extra cards here in the smaller deck. These little cards are full of meaning. Let's see. Oh, good. So look, we've got a spread card. Information about the author, the creator. Well, information about them. Well, let's see. We've got a website. We've got the name. This Lifeline Tarot was created by Thomas of Hermit's Mirror in San Antonio, Texas. How does a card make you feel? It asks you questions about looking at the cards, what to see. And it gives you a discount code. Just to let you know. Okay, so now remember, I'm going to keep going. So if you want to look at see the Lenormand, it's coming up right now. Okay, so the Lenormand cards, if you don't know Lenormand, they are very, very standard cards. I mean, there are 36 cards, and the image is not so important. One does not read Lenormand intuitively. Yeah, the image, a writer is a writer is a writer. A bird is a bird is a bird. Yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of bird it is. It doesn't matter who is on the horse. The meaning of the card is going to be the same. Direction can be important. Okay, tuck boxes. Yeah, the Lenormand or the Lifeline Lenoracle. Let's see. Let me double check to see if they have the number of cards. Oh, okay. So this is a 54 card deck. So it's beyond a Lenormand card and more like a, okay, I want to say the Gypsy Witch. But there are 54 card decks which are similar to Lenormand. And we'll see how close this is. We've got that tucked box with the flap that comes down, so it's easier to pull the cards out. Okay, so let's see. This is what the backs of the deck look like. Same cardstock. Same size as no, it's smaller. It is, let's see. It's just a hair smaller. Oh no, it's exactly the same. Same size as the original Lifeline Tarot. Now let me see how much I can help you with this deck. Let's see. So this is not a numbered card. Looks like a Joker in a normal Joker deck. So the Ace of Hearts is a woman card. So this is in order of a playing card deck. Let's see. Let's see. You know what? I'm not going to do what I thought I was going to do. Because I'm not secure enough reading with this deck. I'll do a really quick flip through and see what we see, and I'm not going to do a reading with these cards as I had intended. I'll do a one card pull from both of the tarot decks, but I'm not going to read with this deck because I'm not so, yeah. Okay, I'm waffling. Let's do a quick flip through of this. So Ace of Hearts is a woman card. Two of Hearts is a shoe. Three of Hearts is a violin. Okay, too much different from a Lenormand deck. Four of Hearts is, I don't know what that is. Is it bread? Could be bread. Five of Hearts is a window. Six of Hearts are the stars. Seven of Hearts, that could be a tree. Let's see, do I have information about this deck? Is there? No. So there's a guidebook online that you can download for this. I don't see a card that has the names of each of these cards and meanings in this deck yet. Eight of Hearts is a moon. Nine of Hearts is the rider. I think that's right for a Lenormand deck. Let me see. Let me pull out one of my Lenormand decks really, really quickly. Where is an open Lenormand deck? Where is a Lenormand deck? Okay, let's see. My Lenormand. Okay, let's see. So, top of the deck is a rider. The rider is the Nine of Hearts. That's right. Okay, so the rider is the Nine of Hearts. 10 of Hearts is the dog. Let me just quickly check that. I think that's right. I think the dog is the 10 of hearts. That's a fox. The dog. Okay. Yes, the dog is the 10 of hearts. So the Lenormand card associations are correct. Here we have the Jack of Hearts, which I'm not sure what this figure would be. The Queen of Hearts, is that the stork or just the Queen of Hearts? The King of Hearts. I'm not so sure. Here we have the Ace of Spades, I believe, being another woman card, maybe? I don't know. 2 of Spades is a cat. 3 of Spades is a well. Spades is a well, a wishing well, perhaps. 4 of Spades. Fruit. 5 of Spades. This is a distaff, right? For spinning thread or yarn. The 6 of Spades is the Tower. Let me just quickly double check. The Tower is the 6 of Spades. Let's see, the Tower card. 6 of Spades. Yes, the Tower card is the 6 of Spades. Okay. So the 7 of Spades is the letter. The 8 of Spades is perhaps the lilies, I suppose. The 9 of Spades is the anchor. The 10 of Spades is the ship. The Jack of Spades is perhaps the child. The Queen of Spades is, I don't know what, maybe bouquet? The King of Spades is, I don't know what. Okay, Ace of Diamonds. Now, I love the art. I've got to say, I love the art. 2 of Diamonds. Butterfly wings. Not so sure. 3 of Diamonds. A lamp. 4 of Diamonds. A locket. 5 of Diamonds is a fan. Not in a Lenormand deck. 6 of Diamonds. Clover. I believe that is correct. 7 of Diamonds. The birds. 8 of Diamonds. The key. That looks correct. 9 of Diamonds. The coffin. 10 of Diamonds. The book. An open book, which is good, because you can see which side is closed and which side is open. Yeah? The Jack of Spades is of Diamonds is the scythe, I suppose. Queen of Diamonds. Is that the lady? Maybe. King of Diamonds. Another gentleman card, perhaps. Ace of Clubs, the ring. 2 of Clubs, a mirror card. Interesting. 3 of Clubs. I'm not sure what that is. Do you know what that is? Let me know in the comments below. The 4 of Clubs is a spider. Okay. The 5 of Clubs, it's perhaps wine, I guess. 6 of Clubs is the cross. Okay, that's Lenormand. 7 of Clubs is the mice. Now, which would be the head and which would be the butt? Which mouse would you choose? I suppose I'd choose the front. And so this side would be what is being eaten away, and this side is what's being dirtied by the butt. 8 of Clubs is the mountain. We see the easy side and the difficult side, which is good. The 9 of Clubs is the fox. The 10 of Clubs is the bear. See the bear? The Jack of Clubs, yeah, I don't know. The Queen of Clubs, yeah, I don't know. Maybe a snake? King of Clubs. Now remember, this is all one line, right? This is all, sorry, I've got this string caught up on here. All one line. Okay, Ace of Hearts. Beautiful. Are these, these might be alternate aces. So we have boy aces and girl aces, I suppose, and another jack, a joker. 2 jokers. So you can use these cards for just playing cards, right? And you can use them as an oracle. Let's see. Queen of Hearts there. Let's see. Queen. Interesting. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure what to make of this yet. I need to look at the book online. But there we go. Here we have, that was the oracle. And again, as I had thought originally, I'm not going to read with this because I'm not secure enough with a 52 card Lenormand deck or Lenoracle deck. If there were just the 36 cards, I'd be fine. But with those extra cards, I don't want to try. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle this deck here, the original. If I can get the string off of the deck. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle this original deck, and I'm going to shuffle the colored deck and pull a card from each and see what message we get and see how easily they shuffle. They're going to shuffle. Okay, for you, probably beautifully. My overhand is probably going to be a mess. Let's see. Yep, my overhand for these cards are very, very slippery. Well, there, it's okay. It's okay. So let's see. My overhand shuffle is okay. Riffle shuffling, not a problem. A little small to be doing bridges with the bridge-sized deck. Isn't that funny? The bridge-sized deck is too small to bridge for me. Yeah, too small for me to bridge. But they shuffle wonderfully. They riffle shuffle beautifully. Yeah, it's like casino cardstock. Let me do one more overhand and pull. What would be a good message for us? Now see, like I said, they're slippery. They're slippery for me. What would be a good message for us today? Let's see. Whoa. It helps that my hands are just a little bit sweaty. They're sticking to, oh, there we go. I don't read jumpers because I know it's not the cards, it's me. So, what is a good message for us today? What is a good message for us today? Justice. Okay, that's good. That's a good beginning. Let me pair it up with the larger deck. Make sure that I have all of the cards here together. And let's see how this shuffles. Now, this is going to be a much easier deck for me to shuffle. I do better with larger decks because I have big hands. Okay, overhand shuffle is actually easier for me. And as he compliments himself, he makes a mess. Okay, so this deck is actually not so bad for me to overhand shuffle. And let's try riffling. Need a little bit more space here. Okay, so because I need more space. Okay, so like I said, this space is a little bit cramped for me to be doing this. Let me try standing up. If I stand up, it will probably work a little bit better with this amount of space. So here, riffle shuffle. Beautiful. Bridge. Beautiful. Now, with enough space, this deck is wonderful to riffle shuffle with. If you are a riffle shuffler, as I am, you would be very, very happy with this deck. There we go. Oh, it's brilliant. Beautiful cardstock. And one last shuffle and overhand. My fingers are, like I said, a little bit sticky because they're a little bit sweaty. Okay. What is a good message, a beneficial message for us today? What would we benefit from knowing today? Along with the Justice card, what would we benefit from knowing today? Okay, so here we have these two cards. What do we see? We've got the Moon and Justice. So, the Moon. The Moon can be our fears. It can be our fear of the unconscious, this creature coming up from below, right? But for me, the Moon is a softer thing because it's between the Star card and the Sun card. It's a gradual increase of light. It's not a sudden dip of light. It's a gradual increase of light. Yeah, we've got the stars. Without the Moon, just the stars gives us just the beginnings of hope, right? A direction to go in. The moon comes out and we have more light, not less. So for me, the moon is soft understanding, a healing time. It's a time of cycles. The moon goes in cycles. It could also be a little bit of a theatrical card, a card of theater. So for me, this is the card of dreams, the card of imagining and dreaming the dream of what we want to come when the sun comes out. Yeah? Calling to our heavenly body and recognizing, looking at what is below. Not ignoring what's in the unconscious, but paying attention to that as we heal from what came before. And we move on and imagine where we can go next. And so as we do that imagining and healing here, we want to keep balance, right? We want to keep balance in our lives. Just like the moon might be a balance between the sun and the stars, we want to keep balance in our lives. Keep balance between our light and our dark, our conscious and our unconscious, our dreams and our actual daily reality. So that's, I think, what this pairing is trying to remind us of, to give ourselves the space to heal, to recover from traumas, to appreciate what we have in the unconscious, to investigate what lies beneath, what lies within each of us, and also to imagine, to dream where we want to go, and to keep things in balance. So friends, what do you think? Do you think these decks are as beautiful and as intriguing and as thought-provoking as I do? Let me know in the comments below. And I'll put, again, a link to this creator's site because I think this deck is a limited edition. So if you want it, you might want to go and pre-order it right now. This creator is still fulfilling Kickstarters, but these decks are just wonderful. This deck, I think that it will be easy to get. This one might, again, be limited. So friends, look in the description box below and hit the like button so that YouTube knows that you got something out of this video and will show it to other people. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. You may have already seen my channel announcement saying that I'm going to be doing something special during the month of June. If you haven't, check that announcement video out. And share this on other platforms. Copy the link and share it with other people who you think might benefit from seeing these cards together. And comment below. I would really love to hear from you. If you want a reading from me, I will have my Instagram account link below, so you can hop over there and send me a direct message. We can work out a way for you to get a private reading from me. And friends, now, as always, I wish you love, joy, well-being, and pure awareness. Thank you.